When it comes to a perspective on God and a higher power, there is only one answer for how we should conduct ourselves by it, and its name is the Majorem paradigm. Whether we see the forces that help us conduct our lives as our instinct or our creator is beyond solving. But there's only one way we can look at a higher power, and that is, it is memory, things shown from us from the past, emotions, things we feel, and light, things we see, to help us comprehend things. This higher power does not talk. We do the talking. We can build arguments around the argument that there is one, but that's not the right way to go about it. The Majorem paradigm ignores the mystery of whether there's a God or not, and it prioritizes how we conduct ourselves with the position that we're in and the perspective on how we should go about things. We should be good people. This idea is constantly evolving of what it means to be a good person. We have to stay up to date on it, just like we have to stay up to date on our finances or our health. It requires constant care. And we should try to be as greedy as possible, if you will, for lack of a better word, to get the most out of life. There's a silver lining in this philosophy, and it's a silver lining that's always been a reality, but will be less of a silver lining when we face it together under one understanding, in this same conscious belief. And it's the people who will take advantage of other people to make their situation better. In order to be a good person, we must hold each other accountable in whatever ways we feel necessary, obviously. However, when we're together and we are all coming from the same desire to uphold one idea that unites us, then it can only get better. No matter all the differences someone may have, if you ask them if I asked them if they believed in the Majorem paradigm and they said yes, then I would feel better. There's 5 ways to look at the Majorem paradigm as a brand. I'll be straight up with you. I would like to have this as my main source of income. I don't think I have to defend it. Any other person who feels like they're doing good makes their living off it, so I'm not going to say anymore. As a religion, this goes back to, as I was saying before, not everyone will take it as a religion, but if you want to talk about religion and the afterlife and what heaven might be like, the Majorem paradigm has to still be the common conception. And if it is a place that is godless but we're all still there, it would make it better. We are just we're preparing for the worst here on earth, and the Majorem paradigm is the best way to do that. A community and a union, so it's a group of people, and eventually I'd like to make it into a community once I've raised enough capital. If you'd like to help with this, I will have sources of contact in the description below. But we can direct money to where it's needed, and I have created Majorem Incorporated, so I'd like to have multiple facets of this, multiple businesses, podcasts, all withholding the same ideals, upholding them. Political party, I believe this will be the one agreed upon philosophy when it comes to elections. It's not there yet, so also you could see it as a movement. Political party and movement are the third, or fourth, excuse me. Community and union is 3, religion's 2, brand is 1. Number 5 is a strategy, a philosophy, a understanding, a logical analysis of how we should conduct ourselves and unite ourselves. There have been many like this. This is the best. It's the final. It's the way to go. Wearing it on your sleeve also is part of this, or on your head, or chest, or wrist. If we're all following the same thing and no one knows it, then it's just pointless.